Hey everybody, we are at subject number 12 and we're going to talk about conditional formatting real quickly. So, conditional formatting is just this idea that we can differentiate between different values within our data sets and apply different properties to them that will make them easier to visualize. So, I want to give you an example right now. Maybe let's say that we're trying to create an intervention that's going to allow for there to allow for us to get more calcium into the diets of particular subsets within our population. What we might want to do is we'd set a threshold for an acceptable amount of calcium that's coming from a source. So let's say we would say if we see a source where people are on average getting about 100 milligrams per day of calcium from that nutritional source, then we would say that that's a sufficient amount of calcium that they're getting from that particular source. Um, so the use of conditional formatting is going to be I can actually set that threshold and highlight cells selectively based off of whether or not they meet that condition that I've set. So let's say I want to see where are people getting their calcium from, how much are they getting from each source. I can go ahead and select that. So I'd already had that selected, and that's why that popped up. It wouldn't just automatically happen like that. And so then I'm going to go to the home menu, and I'm going to go over here to conditional formatting. And so I want to make sure that I can see all sources that are going to be, let's say, less than that 100 milligram threshold. And the reason is because I'm going to highlight those because those will be the places where I want to focus my interventionary efforts on. So let's say less than, and we're going to set our threshold at 100. Okay. And now that I've done that, when I click away, it's showing me that at restaurants, at fast food establishments, at school for anyone except for children, and in other sources, in all those places, we're getting less than 100 milligrams. So we might say, hey, if we're trying to do an effective intervention, one place we do not need to focus on is going to be our schools. And that may be an effective use of this conditional formatting feature. So there you go.